United States, U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI has filed a lawsuit against a Nigeria citizen, Ehrem Agbokan, for allegedly defrauding the U.S. President, Donald Trump, and his vice, J.D. Vance, the sum of 460 million naira by thus sending fake email messages to U.S. citizens in December 2024 to contribute and help to fund the presidential inauguration ceremony of Trump and Vance. This notwithstanding, Nigeria government has shown great commitment in helping the United States and other countries in the world recover funds stolen by Nigerians from foreigners, as it was evidenced in one of such occasions earlier this year when the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, handed over billions of naira equivalent to Charles Smith, the legal attaché of the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, at the Embassy of the United States in Nigeria, and representatives of other countries whose citizens were victims of cybercrimes committed by Nigerians, while the EFCC chairman, Ola Olakayode, also used the occasion of the handing over ceremony to call and appeal to foreign countries to always help recover and restitute Nigerians who are victims of fraud committed by citizens of other countries. People's Gazette News Media reported that the court documents, as seen by the media, the Federal Bureau of Investigation filed a civil forfeiture complaint to seize property belonging to Lagos-based, suspected, fraudster, Ehrem Agbokan for, allegedly, stealing more than 460 million naira in funds meant for U.S. President Donald Trump's 2025 inauguration. The FBI is also actively pursuing an arrest warrant for Mr. Agbokan in connection with a cryptocurrency fraud and money laundering scheme that targeted a donor intending to contribute to the Trump-Vance Inaugural Committee. According to legal filings seen by People's Gazette, Mr. Agbokan and his co-conspirators carried out a sophisticated fraudulent operation using the notorious business email compromise scheme to trick their victims into sending money to cryptocurrency accounts belonging to them. In the weeks leading up to the inauguration on January 20, 2025, the FBI reported that fraudsters created several fake email addresses to mimic the legitimate ones used for the ceremony, which they sent to dozens of people, requesting donations for Mr. Trump's swearing-in ceremony. On December 26, 2024, one of these fake emails, with the address at t47inaugural.com, was sent to a victim to mimic at t47inaugural.com, the official email of the co-chair of the Trump-Vance Inaugural Committee, Steve Wickoff. The victim subsequently sent 250,300 USDT to the criminals. The 250,300 USDT is estimated to be worth over 400 million naira at the current black market rate. Within days of receiving the money, the perpetrators immediately dispersed 215,000 USDT to several crypto wallets before the FBI caught wind of the scam and requested crypto operator Tether to freeze the accounts, which the company voluntarily adhered to on December 31st, court documents showed. Following the scam, the FBI immediately launched an investigation into the matter, and records of the crypto address associated with the scheme were traced back to Mr. Agbokan in Lagos. Investigations by the FBI revealed that part of the stolen funds were transferred to a Binance.com account registered to Mr. Agbokan, who created the account in October 2024. The Binance account had no prior deposits before receiving transfers from the scam wallet. Further digital forensics linked the fraudulent email accounts and cryptocurrency transactions to Nigeria, with IP address data consistently tracing logins and email activity to Lagos, corroborating the connection to Mr. Agbokan. The agency said 20,017 USDT was seized from Mr. Agbokan's wallet, and another 20,336 USDT from hexadecimal C7BDB7FFB126F6888454C, totaling over 60 million naira in black market rate, which Rick Blaylock Jr., the Assistant U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, is asking the court to declare its forfeiture. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, the government agency against internet fraud and all other fraudulent practices in Nigeria, is yet to issue any statement over the media report. It would be recalled that the EFCC assisted the US and other foreign countries whose citizens were defrauded by Nigerians, recovered the stolen funds and returned the recovered loot to the US and other countries on one of such occasions on February 21, 2025, which EFCC handed over a total sum of $132,362.43, 78,566,324 Nairas and 81 Kobos to American, Spanish and Swiss victims of local fraudsters. The Commission described the move as a gesture of its commitment to tackling economic and financial crimes and offering restitution to victims of fraudulent practices. According to a statement by the EFCC, the handover was performed by its chairman, Ola Olukoyede, on Friday, February 21, 2025 at the EFCC's corporate headquarters in Jabi, Abuja. EFCC Chairman Ola Olukoyede, speaking during the presentation, said that the event is a demonstration of the commitment of the federal government of Nigeria and that of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the fight against corruption and financial crimes. A commitment to good governance, a commitment to stimulating the economy, and a commitment to prove to the entire world that Nigeria is not a safe haven for financial crimes, a commitment to international cooperation and international synergy in the fight against financial crimes, which you will agree with me, has become a global crime. The statement also read, "We are here to demonstrate that the federal government of Nigeria, through the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is ready to do everything possible to prevent financial crimes from being perpetrated in our system. And when one has taken place, to investigate where assets are involved, to trace, to recover, and where necessary, prosecute. We don't just recover, we restitute the victims. We are here this morning to restitute those who were victimized through the perpetration of economic and financial crimes. It is important to know that once the proceeds of crime are recovered, the most responsible thing to do is to restitute the victims. Handed over in addition to money are vehicles and real estate to citizens of Spain, the United States of America and Switzerland. Acting Ambassador of Spain to Nigeria, Maria Higgin Velasco, received the sum of $1,300 and evidence of 30 million Nairas already transferred to the Embassy of Spain in Nigeria for onward transmission to a victim, Maria del Rosario San Jose. Florent Gil, Senior Political Officer, First Secretary, Embassy of Switzerland, received $100,011.43, $100,011.43 on behalf of a victim, Chantai Helen Lavancy, formerly known as Chantai Helen Maida. Charles Smith, Legal Attaché, Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, Embassy of the United States, received the sum of $7,344, $7,344, 7,963,483 Nairas and 35 Kobos, 7,963,483 Naira, 35 Kobo, and Bitcoin cryptocurrency valued at $4,470, $4,470 on behalf of the United States Embassy in Nigeria for onward transmission to a victim, Maria Jesus Brockle. Also received by Smith was Mercedes-Benz E554 Matic chassis number WDDHF9AB6AA111112, Mercedes-Benz C450 AMG with chassis number WDD20J0641F282467, and one residential bungalow, located at 17 19th Seaman Street, Unguar Megaro, Kaduna State, on behalf of the United States Embassy in Nigeria for onward transmission to the crime victim. Additionally, Smith received the sum of $7,527, $7,527 on behalf of the United States Embassy in Nigeria for onward transmission to the victim of the crime, Michael Smith. He also received the sum of $11,710, $11,710 on behalf of the United States Embassy in Nigeria for onward transmission to the crime victim, Cherelle Williams. Lastly, Smith received the sum of 32,639,358 nairas and 11 kobos, 32,639,358 naira, 11 kobo, on behalf of the United States Embassy in Nigeria for onward transmission to the crime victim, Marva Marrow. In her remarks, Her Excellency Velasco expressed gratitude, adding, "This is a sign of the collaboration between Nigeria and Spain, and we are very grateful for this collaboration." Smith said, "As the FBI legal attaché and the representative of the U.S. government, I want to say we personally appreciate this. Many here may not understand what the impact this has to the victims. This gives them complete closure and it allows them to feel whole again. So we really do appreciate and we thank the EFCC. The EFCC is just not operating in Nigeria. The EFCC is a major global contender, and you should recognize that every time. On behalf of the government of Switzerland, he'll thank the government of Nigeria and EFCC for the recovery and restitution. I thank the Nigerian government and especially the EFCC for the work they have done to combat internet fraud and other financial crimes. Today's restitution of money obtained from a Swiss citizen demonstrates the effectiveness but also integrity, professionalism, courage and collaboration that occur between Nigeria and Switzerland. So, thank you for this exemplary collaboration and work in making the digital world safer and better regulated. Switzerland will continue to work alongside the Nigerian government in the service of the security of our respective people. So, thank you again, he said. The Permanent Secretary, the Foreign Affairs Ministry, Umar Ahmed, thanked Olukoya for his efforts in the anti-corruption fight and conveyed the felicitation of the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tuggar, and the Ministry to the EFCC and the Nigerian government. According to him, this is really an unprecedented development, and you cannot believe the impact that this development will have on the mandate of the ministry, because it makes our work a whole lot easier because it really enhances the credibility of Nigeria in the international scene. And it will also go a long way in restoring investors' confidence in the country. And the ministry is very well with you in pursuing this mandate and want to thank you for this initiative. It demonstrates the support of our President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in the fight against corruption and also in strengthening the EFCC in carrying out its mandate. All of us in the ministry are really happy with this development and we'll keep on working with you and supporting you and in carrying your mandate.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.